I'm at home on the front porch and I trade Forex, futures, and stock. I don't have to drive to the office every day. I don't have to put up with the boss. I'm right here at my home every day, making a living, trading stock. And what I want to do today is I want to show you how to do what I do. It's not easy, it takes a while to learn, and I don't know how to tell you what to do or whatever you're doing, but I do know how to tell you what I'm doing. And I've been in and out of the markets since 1979, and I can share some things with you. It's free. You can go to my website. It's Market Trader Tao, and you can read up and watch these videos. They're free, and so let's get to it. Oh, by the way, you invest in the market, you can lose money if you don't know what you're doing, and sometimes you lose money even when you do know what you're doing. So we'll show you how to do it and how to do it right. Okay, we're out in the woodshed, and that's where we're going to work us up a sweat. We're going to learn some basics, and the first thing you have to have is the right kind of tools in your toolbox, and you have to be able to use them in the right order. Just like when you go build a house, you don't want to, you've got a certain plan that you go with, that you have certain things that you want to do first. First thing you want to do is put in a foundation, and then you want to, put the sewer system in, and then you want to build the structure, and then you want to put the roof on. Well, you kind of do the same thing with a stock chart. You want to go first get a basic stock chart, and you start from there. And the first thing you want to do is you want to pull up a weekly chart so that you can get an idea of how the range of the stock is doing. And then you want to define that range, and then you want to zero in on something. And we're going to be out here sweating, and we're going to work us up a sweat out here. So get ready. Now, first thing we want to do is we want to have some tools. Now, I'm sure that you all recognize what this is. This is just a basic, woodshop handsaw, isn't it? Yeah, well, we're going to start with the basics because, if we start out with one of these, you will use this to cut your account to little tiny pieces, and you don't want to do that. So you got to learn how to use these tools, and you got to learn how to use them in the right order, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to show you how to do. Now, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to learn. This is a basic sine wave of a chart, and this is like, you can call it a weekly, a daily, whatever, but we're just going to call this a weekly for right now. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to pull up the 200 moving average. And what that's going to do is that's going to take the last 200 time units. Each one of these little lines here is a time unit. And what it's going to do is it's going to take the average of the last 200 of those, starting from the end of this chart over here, going all the way through, and you're going to have an average. And it's going to create an average line. Now, that average line is going to do a couple of things. One, it's going to establish something. It's going to establish equilibrium. Now, the equilibrium right now on this is going to be kind of like right in the middle, okay? Now, the one thing you got to remember with a 200 MA is stock always wants to come back to the equilibrium. When it gets to an extreme, it wants to come back to that equilibrium. And then when it goes to the other extreme, it wants to come back to that equilibrium. That's the 200 moving average. That's your basic starting point. Now, the 200 moving average will also give you the prevailing long-term trend. Now this, if you kind of tilt it to the upside, it's kind of pointing to the up. Or it could be kind of pointing to the down. Not going to give you your short-term trend, but it will identify your longer-term trend for you. And that's it for the day for your 200 moving average. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the lower time frame moving averages.